Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato evening headlines on June 25, 2022. It's a horror show. Defiant Kyiv residents return home despite new Russian offensive. Russia-Ukraine war, major shake-up in Russian high command, says UK, missile strike near Lviv injures 4. The Guardian, Russia-Ukraine latest news, June 25, 2022. Bloomberg, Russia destroys up to 50 long-range rocket launchers in high-precision airstrike. Biden administration signals fight to stop states banning abortion pill. The Guardian, U.S. Attorney General says states cannot ban FDA-approved abortion drug. The Independent, Roe v. Wade, Biden vows legal challenge to ban on abortion pill. The Telegraph, medication abortion is common, effective, and under attack by Republicans. Boris Johnson, by-election defeats and Tory turmoil, none of it seems to bother a prime minister on the ropes. Sky News, what happened in the Russia-Ukraine war this week? Catch up with the must-read news and analysis. The Guardian, Emily Sheffield, Boris Johnson is right about one thing, we must never appease Vladimir Putin. Evening Standard, the European Union should think hard about admitting Ukraine. Bloomberg, Ukraine in the EU. The Russians could come any time, fear it's Suwalki Gap on EU border. The Guardian, Kaliningrad exclave has become the catalyst for a simmering diplomatic showdown. Iran and US ready to restart talks on nuclear deal. The Guardian, Iran and EU herald fresh talks to revive nuclear accord in coming days. Financial Times, Borrell, in Tehran, says Iran nuclear talks will resume soon. Politico Europe, Iran-US. Nuclear talks to resume in the coming days, Tehran and EU say. Reuters.com, EU's Borrell in Tehran for talks on reviving Iran's 2015 nuclear pact. Ukraine war, several Russian generals removed by Kremlin over course of conflict, UK Defense Intelligence says. Sky News, Butcher of Aleppo sacked as Vladimir Putin shakes up Russian top command again. The Telegraph, Russia shifts command to general, dogged with allegations of corruption and brutality, says UK. Evening Standard, Britain, Russia has removed several key generals from Ukraine. UK quietly drops human rights and rule of law from list of goals in Gulf trade deal. European politicians duped into deepfake video calls with Mayor of Kyiv. Thousands protest against G7 in Munich as leaders gather for summit. Vladimir Putin ally warns London will be bombed first if World War III breaks out. The Independent, West must not sell out Ukraine, says Liz Truss in swipe at Emmanuel Macron. The Telegraph, bomb London first Vladimir Putin ally makes WW3 threat. Bristol Live, Boris Johnson says he fears Ukraine will be coerced to make a bad peace. Reuters.com, Russian aggression in Ukraine forcing NATO to look again at boosting military capability. Taliban say they will not interfere with Afghanistan earthquake aid. The Guardian, Afghanistan earthquake, people call for help from international community amid devastation and trickle of aid. Sky News, Taliban calls off search for Afghanistan earthquake survivors and resists UN help. The Telegraph, the Irish Times view on the earthquake in Afghanistan, ill-equipped to respond, the Irish Times. The Irish Times, too much suffering, survivors talk of quake's deadly toll in Afghanistan. Norway attack, mass shooting suspect radicalised Islamist, as terror threat raised to highest level. Sky News, Norway on highest terror alert after 2 killed in mass shootings. The Guardian, people show solidarity with Oslo LGBT+ community after deadly shooting. The Independent, Norway attack, terror investigation after 2 killed and 14 wounded in Oslo's London pub shooting. Sky News, Islamist gunman kills 2 at Oslo gay bar. 18 dead in huge rush across border into Spanish enclave Melilla. The Independent, 18 killed as hundreds try to cross into Spain's Melilla enclave. The Guardian, 18 migrants die in stampede during attempt to cross into Spanish enclave of Melilla, Moroccan authorities say. Sky News, 5 migrants killed and scores injured during bid to reach Spanish enclave. Chester and District Standard, 18 killed in migrant assault on Spanish outpost of Melilla. Russia pushes to block off city of Lysychansk, says Ukraine. The Guardian, Ukraine war, Severodonetsk now under Russian control following weeks-long battle. Sky News, Vladimir Putin to send nuclear-capable missiles to Belarus to counter aggressive West. The Telegraph, Russia pushes to block second city in eastern Ukraine. The Independent, last Ukrainian forces in Severodonetsk ordered to withdraw. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.